just me, chilling, riding, climbing, and, well, overheating. It's all part of the adventure, right? It's Holy Thursday, and I'm embarking on my annual bike ride from Iloilo City to the Welcome to Antique border. With the starting line 70 kilometers away from the city, this adventure promises to be a whopping 140-kilometer round trip. It's like ordering a regular coffee and getting a venti by accident. Well, looks like I'm in for an extra-large ride today. I kicked off the ride at 4 a.m., seizing the opportunity to beat the heat with the chilly morning weather. By 4:30 a.m., I had already breezed through the town of Iloilo. Navigating through the darkness, I cautiously made my way up to the town of Tigbawan, taking it slow and steady. Making sure not to waste any energy this early in the ride, I paced myself carefully as I pedaled through the dimly lit roads. As the sun dragged itself out of bed behind me, I sauntered into the town of Gimbal, feeling like I had a VIP escort to my morning bike ride. "6 a.m. and I touched down at Miagao, a cool 40 kilometers away from my starting point, ready to make my first pit stop. After a quick pit stop, I'm back on the road, heading towards the next town of San Joaquin. Time to stock up on energy and maybe grab a snack or two for the journey ahead.
Until I fucking enjoy.
At 6:54 a.m., I rolled into San Joaquin, eager to replenish, and met with the curious gaze of a furry friend. No doubt they were wondering what I was up to in this scorching weather. At this point, it's just 12 kilometers to the border, with the first few being a delightful mix of rolling hills. It's like nature's way of giving me a gentle nudge before the final stretch.
Yun.
Since I've tackled this route last year, I know exactly what's waiting for me ahead. With the temperature steadily climbing, I'm in for quite the treat. It's like getting a surprise party where the only gifts are sweat and determination. But for now, I'm just soaking in the view and trying my best not to dwell on the suffering that lies ahead. It's like hitting pause on a horror movie to appreciate the scenic backdrop before the scares kick in again. As I arrived at this bridge, I mentally prepared myself for the long uphill stretch that lay ahead, using it as my landmark to gauge my progress. It's like reaching the starting line of a marathon and psyching yourself up for the grueling journey ahead. As I slowly grind my way uphill, a couple of cyclists whizzed past me. I briefly considered matching their pace, but quickly decided against it, knowing there's still a long journey ahead. It's like being tempted to sprint at the start of a marathon, but remembering it's all about pacing yourself for the long haul. As they gradually fade ahead of me, I'm left in awe of their fitness level, which only serves to remind me of my own shortcomings when it comes to climbing. On the bright side, at least the breathtaking view makes the pain somewhat bearable. It's like finding a silver lining in a storm cloud, a small consolation amidst the struggle.
Ito natin.
As I reach the peak of this section, it's finally time to reap the rewards with a bit of a downhill ride.
Swagger down the street with your red lips and funky beat. You better hold your head up to the sky. I'm gonna roll with you till the day I die.
At 8:30 a.m., I finally reached my destination, which technically marks the halfway point of my journey. It's like hitting the pause button in the middle of an epic adventure where I get to catch my breath before diving back into the action. After the mandatory selfie and social media update, It's time to turn back since the heat shows no signs of letting up. After conquering a couple of ramps, it's downhill again. Now, just one final uphill push before I reward myself with a glorious 9-minute downhill ride.
Target by 10 p.m. Nasa San Joaquin na tayo. Hopefully. Iloilo na yung out.
After savoring that epic downhill thrill, it's back to the grind again, with the temperature steadily climbing. While still in awe of the view, I couldn't help but be reminded of the potential danger of this section of the route, marked by remnants of landslides during the rainy season. Thankfully, today is summer, and the risk is considerably lower. To my surprise, despite the grueling climb and epic downhill, my legs still feel surprisingly good. So, I decide to keep pedaling back to the town of San Joaquin instead of stopping for an early lunch. It's like discovering a hidden stash of energy bars just when you thought you were running on empty. Then, I passed by this group of riders taking the same route. Unfortunately, one of their colleagues experienced a mechanical problem, so they decided to head back. Big shout out to them.
Shout out dyan sa mga mountain bikers, that's bike shop, ang Buryaw bikers.
Kaya bike.
Shout out sa taga Mandurriao da, nga tos babaw pa. Good morning.
Init.
After passing the town of Miagao, more riders started passing me. Though I tried to keep up with their pace, I eventually decided against it since I'm already feeling the heat. It's like trying to keep up with the cool kids at school, but realizing that sometimes it's better to march to the beat of your own drum, especially when the sun is blazing down. Just before noon, I find myself back at the town of Gimbao, where I seek refuge from the scorching sun with temperatures soaring to a blistering 44 degrees. I decide to take it easy and wait until the temperature drops before continuing. As I finally reach the city, I can't help but reflect on the journey. It's been one of my best rides condition-wise, but there's no denying the unforgiving heat. So, if you're a cyclist from Iloilo, whether you're a casual weekend rider or a passionate enthusiast, embarking on this route at least once a year is highly recommended. Simply making it to the border, relishing the downhill ride, and you catching a bus back to the city is still an accomplishment in itself. After all, it's not just about reaching the destination, but enjoying the journey along the way.